start with the Germans, you have the assault infantry, the regular infantry, single rifleman SMG buys, AT rifle, AT infantry, machine gunner, elite marksman, the bike, the Kabul, and the Pak 36. Really, as the Germans, the main start you should do is the assault squad, or the regular infantry. You could choose to also go single SMGs and rifle buys to get troops after the center quicker, but I do not like to do this, as I like to use the assault squad with the STG-44. Another start also is the bike, which is very situational. My favourite start with the Germans is the assault squad. The assault squad comes in 110 MP, and it comes with 4 SMGs and the superb STG-44 rifle. The reason why I go that is because of the SMGs and the STG-44 and the price. What I usually do when I start, I send them straight to the flag as quick as possible, and I split the STG-44 to a flag where I think will get more action and I want to get the dominance on there. So I do a 3-way split. Usually most of the time I send maybe 4 in one area and 2 on the other side and 2 on the other side, depending. Most of the time I like to send an SMG, at least one of them, down on the side flags. The reason for this is if you encounter the enemy on the side flags, a rifleman can't take down more than 3 or 2 if they waltz in. An SMG could potentially take out more than 2 or 3 if the enemy was unsuspecting. So it gives you a better chance of winning that flag. In the center, for example, with the assault squad, let's say I want to have the fire superiority with the STG-44, I'll put it down there, get one of my other guys to cap the flag sneakily over here, and obviously grenade wars might ensue, some grenades are being thrown, and I can cap the flag that way. The other reason for going to the assault squad is I can get the next squad quicker. So at 110 MP I can buy it again, maybe not too far later, and depending on how the firefight goes, let's say if I go for all 3 flags, the opponent goes for 2 flags, I get a free flag basically without any resistance. That's why I go a 3 cap. If I do encounter resistance, I can either hide behind cover for a while, wait for my second squad to come, then throw the killing blow and destroy everything here. Or if the enemy goes, let's say, all 3 flags as well, same thing as well. I can just send my killing blow with an extra squad over here, putting the numbers on. In the case where the enemy does not send anything over in one flag and I get it for free, basically you free up your forces. You have to make sure you get your other guys to help a flag that's being in contention. So these guys on the right didn't see anyone, so they're going to come down and flank the guys behind the wall, possibly over here. So making efficient use of the troops is I guess what I'm preaching. Another start for the Germans is the regular squad. The regular squad comes with more rifles than the assault squad and comes with the superb MG42. That will be the main reasons that you'll go for the regular squad. When using the regular squad in a 1v1, for example, in a 3 flag area, you'll not use it like the assault squad to go a 3 cap. The reason for this is you're going to get your second squad later. So if you spread yourself too thin with this regular squad, the enemy will be able to easily overpower you anywhere because they have 2 squads versus your 1 for a while. This is important in your 1 versus 1 because you have 3 flags to contest with. With a regular squad start, you generally want to go 1 or 2 flags, maybe 2 flags, and then maybe have the MG42 in the center over here, which can rain fire on 2 of those flags. Also, with the regular squad, it does come with more sandbags, so you can choose to, if the terrain doesn't have stone walls over here, you can choose to build them because they have 6 with the riflemen. Another start you can do is with the bike. So really you can go the assault infantry, then go to a bike. Because they're relatively cheap, you get 110, or with the bike that's 170. So that means you can get the bike fairly early straight after. So this is another start I do depending on the map. So this way I would split more into the other flags and send one guy maybe to the one with the bike. In this specific map, Winterfields, is very flat, not many obstacles, and a pretty easy, clear line of vision to shoot. So basically I can sit back here and just shoot anyone that comes to the flag. I get to the flag first. I can even move forward a bit to make sure the guys that come here don't get into cover first. The key with the bike is beating the enemy to the cover. So as again, speed is the key. Straight into the area of ambush, and get there first before the enemy is how you open in a 1v1 or in any, I suppose, team game. And that's how you start with the bike. The other starts, I suppose, aren't too good. The Kabul, I wouldn't get that because it's not as good as the bike in my opinion, because its engine gets damaged very, very quickly. Small arms can kill the engine and then you can't move it. The bike has a lot of, I suppose, it can last a lot of hits. It can withstand a lot of hits, I mean. Other things such as this Pack 36 opening, that's no way. Do not open with that. You need infantry to open. Most important things in starting is that you move your guys straight to the flags. The reason for this is there's positions of cover and ambush in all sides of the map. Both sides are quite even with the positions. As you can see here, there's a stone wall here and a stone wall here on both sides. The team to reach the stone wall and the position of cover and ambush first does not get shot up as much, and also you get a chance of shooting the enemy that may not come into cover as quick. So when you spawn, basically do not linger around here. Some players linger around, try to split them up here. No, as soon as it spawns, just pretty much run them straight ahead. Doesn't matter where to what flag, just run them straight first, then split them up later on. So you can zoom in as well. Say I want to put this guy over the right, like that. So make sure you run straight away from the start to ensure you get into the position to ambush the enemy quicker than he does. When playing team games, you and your allies spawn in different locations. For example, in a 3v3 on farmland, one person spawns in the left, one person spawns in the center, and one person spawns on the right hand side flag. If you spawn on the left hand side flag, you should go to the left flag. Because I'm hosting this in a one player mode, you can't see the additional flags here. There'll be a flag over here and a flag on the right. So the person that spawns in the center goes straight down into the center, and when you go into the center, you leave one guy to cap the back flag and the rest of your squad goes into the center to cap it, or get into positions of ambush ready to shoot down the enemy. If you spawn the right hand side flag, there'll be another flag here which you will cap with a guy too. In team games, some maps have flags in the center that is the closest vicinity to you and your enemy. This means this gets a lot of the action and sees the action first. Because of this, I recommend that if you spawn on the left or spawn on the right, you actually send some guys to the center to help. This is why most players do not secure the center easily. They get no help from the allies. So if you spawn on the right, you can consider leaving a light defense, maybe a few guys over here to capture, or a few guys even closer to just spot if they're coming. And they probably won't come, but if they do, you can react. But send the rest of the guys, you send them maybe over here to help shoot down the center, or even come even further and flank the center. If you spawn on the left as well, have a few guys here, maybe have a few guys in forward positions to spot. Then send the rest of your bulk of your assault squad down over here to flank the center, or come down over here where you can quite easily defend the center, throw grenades, and also fall back to help you out your flag if the event it gets attacked, which usually it does not. So really help your teammates capture flags at the start. One by I hate 80 gun starts. They're pretty useless and they can't do much. So they can't capture flags, they can't help your teammates, they can't push up or really defend much at the start, because nobody has anything to shoot at with a light AT gun at the very start. Because now, especially now, because the timers are on the 222 and all the light vehicles, you can't buy them at the very start. And also you can always buy an AT infantry for that purpose. So this is really a useless start. Do not buy it, it's way too slow.